Hi everyone, how are you all? Happy 2022. Today I want to share with you all my thoughts in regards to what am I using or what to use for 2022 as a planner. I know the year has already begun, but I don't know about you guys, but I usually always had the tendency to start with a planner in January, and then somewhere in the middle of the month or by the end of the month I would change into something else, or my inserts would change, and so on. Planner changing is perfectly fine. I usually do switch within the planner quite often. Now I sometimes do it for various reasons. Maybe I'm just trying to keep myself motivated. Sometimes it's because I'm trying something new. Sometimes it's because it's a new size and I want to see if it's more comparable because I want to change into a certain purse. Since I purchased my iPad, I had already dipped my feet into digital planning, but I had done it slightly different, and I am going to be making a video in regards to how I started or how I tried digital planning, but it really never come to rise for various reasons. And I want to take you guys with me in the process, and I hope you would like to do that. But if you haven't seen the video that I made of the unboxing, I will link it down below and up here. Today I'm talking about the concept of how do you decide if you want a paper planner, a digital organizer, or a digital planner. Now you guys might be wondering why I said digital organizer and digital planner, because in my opinion, if you're using Google Calendar, Outlook Calendar, Asana, Trello, ClickUp, those are digital organizers in my opinion. Some changes to the setup, but usually it's very minimal, and usually you have to do a lot of add-ons on your own. Google will let you change the color of the calendar extensions to your Google. I want to go through that, and I want to talk about paper planners and of course a digital planner. Now if you guys see me looking down, it's because I have notes. I want to make sure I give you guys all the information that I have gone through when it comes to my thoughts or my opinion to paper planner, digital organizers, and or digital planners. So I'm going to start with paper planners. Now, here's the pros when it comes to paper planners. Not able to be corrupted. If you are using an electronic, a lot of times they can be corrupted. It depends if you're using Apple or Android. Still, it is a possibility. So by having a paper planner, it cannot be corrupted. No one can actually electronically jump into it and see what you have in there. You can enjoy the cover. This is a Filofax Malden, and I love the cover. I haven't been able to justify getting rid of it, and the only reason why I would get rid of it is because of the rings. The rings cannot be replaced, and the rings are extremely small, but I haven't been able to get apart from it. But in just of it, you enjoy the feel of your covers. Write all your plans so you can actually write on the paper. And as you all know, one of the best things you can do when you're trying to remember things you need to do is by writing them down. You enjoy the ability to be creative with your planner, so you can actually touch the vellum, the acetate, the stickers, and the feeling of being creative is very satisfying. It's very relaxing. At least it is for me. So to me, these are all pros when it comes to paper planning. Now, unfortunately, there is some cons. And the first one is you need to purchase a cover. And this one is probably one of my, no, it's not one of my most economical, but this one was about $90. So it is a little bit of an investment that you have to decide to do, that you make. But you have to purchase a cover. You need to purchase paper. You need to purchase a printer if you're going to. Paper, printer, and ink is actually the next few, and a paper cutter. These are all apply if you're going to be printing your inserts, which is what I would recommend. They're more economical. You have them ongoing to repurpose, to reuse when you need them, instead of purchasing some that are already pre-cut. I understand that a lot of people don't like to pre-cut their inserts, but even with that, I still suggest for you to print your inserts. Practice makes perfect. You will cut them the way you want them as time goes on. So those are my pros and cons about a paper planner. So the next one is, a lot of people use more than one paper planner. They usually don't carry them with them because that is quite a few. Some people use 2-3 planners. Some people just use one. Some people use 7 or 8. I'm impressed because I have tried multiple times to use more than one planner, and usually I really do not succeed. I'm a one planner girl for the most part when it comes to a paper planner. Now I did use my Google Calendar, my Outlook with my paper planner, but that's slightly different. Having 2-3 paper planners was quite challenging for me, so I preferred having everything in one planner. So the weight that you're carrying with you, if you carry your planner, then that is a con, because unfortunately carrying it on your shoulders actually it's not good for your posture. It's not good for your shoulder. You may be in pain. So depending on how heavy or how thick your planner is, it can be quite heavy. And usually my planners are very thick, chunky, so they were quite heavy for me to carry. So sometimes I had to make the decision to not take them with me. And a lot of times I would just write notes on my OneNote sticky notes, and that's the way I kept up with most of the stuff I had to do, or a reminder or a shopping list. Sometimes if I had a shopping list, I would take a picture of it and then I could see it that way, but it was still relatively hard to keep up with sometimes, because then I had another step to go to. And I found myself not deviating, but getting away from the concept of trying to keep up with the planner. We all sometimes get to that funk, and I always fought through it, and I got through it, but still, it's a fight that you really don't need. It's your planning system. So they're not the most friendly to travel with, to transport. Paper planners are not. If you purchase inserts that you need to wait for in the mail, then they're not. Paper planning is a little bit not bad, but if you have to wait on your inserts, then you don't have the luxury to enjoy the inserts as you have purchased them. I know a lot of people do that and they enjoy it, and I know they probably have planned it perfectly, or as best as they can, to order them by the time they actually need them. But that's one of the reasons why I prefer printables, because when I purchase it, I can use it right away. So I do love printables by far much more than I do pre-printed and pre-cut inserts. Nothing against anybody that likes them or anybody that purchased them. Good for you. If they work for you, that's what matters. We're not helping the environment when it comes to inserts, printable or pre-printed or pre-cut. If you like to decorate your planner, which most people do, and even the most bare minimum like I do, I still purchased sticky notes and sometimes some very minimalistic stickers that were functional stickers. And the only downside about that is that after I used it the first time, I couldn't reuse it. I either had to purchase more stickers, and a lot of times this can add up. I do believe that paper planning is not all that budget friendly. It cannot be. It really depends on our planning system, our planning format. Paper planners do not sync with each other, with the phone, with the Google Calendar. Unfortunately, they don't. And so those are the cons, and unfortunately there is a lot more cons than pros when it comes to paper planning. Now, if paper planning is for you and it's working currently for you, please continue doing it, and I am happy and I hope you can enjoy it as much as I always have. Now we're going to talk about digital organizers, and that falls into Google, Outlook, iCal, Trello, ClickUp, Notion, OneNote, and even Google Keep. Now the pros, as these are pretty much ready, set for you to start using them with the way it's been set up. So the pros for these digital organizers is they're ready to use. You just have to fill in your information and they're ready to go. They sync with each other over multiple devices. A lot of places use a lot of these digital organizers, work, school, so it's very easy to sync a lot of multiple things within these digital organizers. They are convenient to carry because you have them on your phone, iPad, laptop, computer, a tablet. Now, there is some creativity within these digital organizers. As I was saying, Google will allow you to change the background color of it, and there is a few other options that you have to customize these digital organizers. The customization within these digital organizers, there is a little bit, but not to the point where you can really be very, very creative, in my opinion. But it is a pro that there is some creativity that is optional to you within the digital organizers. And one thing that these digital organizers gives you as well is that they have alarms and reminders that automatically text you or send you an email that you won't forget a certain task that you want to complete. Now the cons are there is a limited on customization. You can't customize them fully 100%, so it's limited. You're not able to write on them. Now, this is mostly for people that don't have an iPad. I am aware that, excuse me, that if you have an iPad, you can use an Apple Pencil on a lot of these. Not all of them, but most of them, you can use an Apple Pencil to write on them, depending on the app. And then storage. A lot of times, if you have Google, the storage within the app is sometimes limited. Well, no, it is limited. The storage is limited. Some of them don't give you as much storage as others, and for a lot of times, you have to pay for them. Now, those are the cons, and there's not very many. So at this point, I'm going to talk about digital planners. And these are PDF planners. They're a PDF that you download onto a note-taking app that you can use. So the pros of digital planners. So you can start for free with whatever you already have in hand. They even work on computers and tablets. Number 3 is there is free apps that you can use. 4, there is free digital planners that you can use as well. They are very convenient to carry because you really just need your phone or your iPad or tablet to use them. You can be a functional planner with them, and you can be as colorful as you want. Stickers, decorations, they don't take space in your home anymore, and you can reuse them as many times as you like. You just copy and paste, and you don't have to repurchase them. If you purchase one time, you own them for good. You can either make your own planner within the app, or you can freestyle. Just use the sheets that come with it and plan off that if you are a list making person, sort of like the Hobonichi style. If you purchase or if you have an undated free planner, you can use it every single year. You don't have to purchase a new one, even if it's undated. The undated paper planners not be reused, for the fact that after you use them for whatever month or whatever year, you can't reuse them. Well, on digital planners that are undated, you can reuse them. So for everybody that likes to use multiple planners or like to carry multiple planners, you can have all your planners with you no matter where you go, easily saved in the app or the iCloud. You don't lose anything because they do back up. And one of my favorite things about digital planning is the concept of being able to search generally in one app. If you're just using one app, there is a search option where you can write anything. If you don't remember where you wrote an appointment or something about homeschooling or something about a recipe, all you have to do is go into the search, write in what you're looking for, and it will pop up everything that has those words within the app that you have used. I have flipped before through my planner multiple times because there's something I completely forgot where I wrote it. The purpose of me using a planner is to stay organized. The first con of digital planning is the equipment. Depending on what equipment you have, you may feel more comfortable or not. Hopefully you have equipment already. If you have a phone, you have the equipment. If a smartphone, if you have a tablet, you already have the equipment. A PDF app, technically, there is several decent apps, and for Apple products, you have GoodNotes, you have NoteShelf, but these are paid apps. Now there is free ones that you can use. If you're purchasing a planner, you have to choose if you want it dated or undated. So those are all the pros and cons for paper planners, digital organizers, and digital planners. I hope you guys were able to pick up on some tips and tricks there on making you feel more comfortable into trying digital planning or digital organizers, or sticking with paper planner if that's what you're already doing now. Now I would like to share with you all what I'm using currently for the year of 2022, and I don't know if it will be changing, but right now I'm extremely happy with it. I went ahead and set up my paper planner in my Filofax, and I set up a digital planner as well, and I found myself lost when it came to setting up my paper planner. So that, there was no, I don't know what it was. I was very detached from my paper planner. So that gave me the answer that I wanted to stick to a digital planner, and I'm extremely happy right now, which you guys will be seeing a video about the digital planner that I'm using and a couple of other ones that I want to review as well. Now, for all of my subscribers and everybody that is watching, please let me know your thoughts. If you guys want to see paper planning, there is a few things that I am tracking on my paper planner, just like I did last year, because they're slightly easier to do in a paper planner. So if you guys want me to show you things that I'm tracking and using paper planner for, I will do that. If you guys want to see layouts that I set up or planning in my digital planner, I will do that as well. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful to anybody that is wanting to either move from a digital planner to a paper planner or to a digital organizer. I appreciate every single one of you that came to watch. Do not forget to click the subscribe button. I truly do appreciate it. And click on that bell to be reminded when I post a video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you all have had a great starting of the 2022, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.